Radio. I am currently in the country of the continent of Africa, and I wanted to do a quick live for the listeners because, people say, hey, what does Africa look like? Show me the video. I want to see what Africa looks like and stuff. So I wanted to show it real quick for all the listeners and viewers. I want to tell you thank you so much for being a viewer of the Forefront Radio on TikTok, as well as those that are on all our other social media platforms. Let me flip the camera real quick so y'all can see where I'm at. Alright, just flip the camera. As you can see, they tell you that Africa looks like shit when in reality that's not true. This is a perfect example of what I was telling y'all, right? Hey, Maya Israel, how you doing? So this is a perfect example of what I was telling y'all. While y'all paying $1,200, $1,300, $1,400, $2,000, $3,000 for your apartments, this is a house in Africa. I can almost guarantee you that any person paying rent in a spot like this would pay less than $500. All right, max. Maybe $250 max, according to my wife. So this is an example of a house in Africa while you wasting your time and all your money in America, living in a crap hole apartment. You got beautiful places all over here, gated communities. You can't just come in. Electric barbed wire fencing. You see, this right here is an electric fence. You can't just hop the fence. You see what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful sunset over here. You can see the details of the city where I'm at a little bit there in the sunset, looking all nice and stuff. Really picturesque, really beautiful, really nice. Gonna kind of pan a little bit and walk up the street. My wife said, hey, let's go and do a walk. And everybody's been telling me, hey, I need you to do a TikTok live out here in Africa so we can see what Africa looks like. So as you could tell, luxurious homes that look like mansions out here. It ain't mud huts. It's gated communities. What part of Africa I'm at? I'm currently in a country called Malawi. So I appreciate everyone getting the likes up and sharing. Look at this, gated community with a guy at the gate opening the gate for you. You can't just walk in. What do they call it? Manufactured lawns? Not manufactured. What's the word? Manicured. Yeah, manicured lawns and stuff. Right. This is in Africa, man. Let's look, for example, right here. Right. You see how huge this house is in the background with the red roof? Y'all see how big that is, right? So someone will look at that and be like, oh, that looks like a house in Miami. Exactly. That looks like a nice house in California. Exactly. While there is poverty in Africa, there are wealthy communities out here. Okay, the place where we're staying at is a place of a former judge. Okay, so Africa isn't just mud huts. And look at this. Look how beautiful this is, right? Right behind the house right there, you have a huge mountain. Y'all see that mountain right there? Y'all see that huge mountain right there? That's one out of many. That's one out of many mountains out in Africa, y'all. That's why I was trying to tell people, listen, don't let them fool you. I was hopping on the plane. And when I hopped on the plane to get over here, I flew from Ethiopia, which was like 14 hours. And then after I flew from Ethiopia, I came down to Malawi, where I'm at now, which took another 4 hours. And they make it seem like, oh, everybody's on dirt roads. Yes, there's villages. Yes, there's hoods. Yes, there's barrios. But look, paved road. Paved road. Y'all see that? Paved road in Africa. Beautiful homes with nice architecture and everything. Okay? Don't let them fool you, man. Listen, when I was hopping on the plane, right? Guess what? Nothing but Chinese people Nothing but red lobsters, Idumeans, nothing but Arabs. I only saw like 2 other melanated people besides myself on the plane. You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. How can I fly to Africa and literally only see a few black people? Here's an example right here. You see this beautiful house right here? So a house like this would easily in the States run you anywhere from 200,000 all the way up to maybe $250,000, maybe to $500,000, maybe 600,000. And I'm pretty sure that these houses have more than 1 room, more than 2 rooms, more than 3 rooms, more than 4 rooms, more than 5 rooms. Some of these houses probably got 6 rooms. You understand? Like the property I'm at, it's a 1-bedroom, but there's many other rooms and houses and everything. Literally, there's 3 properties on the location where I'm at. 3 properties on the location where I'm at. Okay, so I just wanted to go and show you that I wasn't making it up when I was telling you that Africa is a beautiful place, that at least take an opportunity to visit, take a chance to visit, see what it's like. So now we're gonna walk back, and I want to give you the view of the city where you can see what it looks like walking back on the other side.
Look at the beautiful fence.
So look at how the fence is set up right here. And we zoom out to, y'all see that? Y'all see how beautiful that looks with the sun setting? Y'all see how pretty that is? Someone said I just left from Addis Ababa airport and there's plenty of poverty. Exactly. There's poverty everywhere though. But what I'm trying to tell the people is, although there is poverty everywhere, if you make American dollars and you live overseas, it's pretty much like you a thousandaire or a millionaire, pretty much. Because the money here is a lot different when it comes to foreign exchange. It's a lot different. So, you know, visit different places, visit the Caribbean islands. That's not rise, sun, rise. I don't understand what you're talking about. The sun about to set over here. The sun about to set over here. So, yeah, look how beautiful that is. I know it's kind of bright. Yeah, the sun is about to set over here. Look how beautiful that is, man. Beautiful. No, it's actually the lady where I'm staying at right now. Somebody asked, do white people own these houses we're looking at? No. There's a lot of melanated people out here. Like, for example, the house that I just came from, where we're renting currently, it's an older lady that's a black woman, and her husband was a former judge. Okay, so that kind of gives you a perspective of the social class over here in this particular area. Okay, so as you can see, look at the view. Okay, not a mud hut inside. Not a mud hut in sight. But they convince you that Africa is a place that's extremely poor and you don't need to go and visit. Listen, you become more well-rounded when you visit different places. Watch this. We gotta look at this.
That's saying face fish.
We got a music. Y'all see how, like, in America you got the ice cream store, not the ice cream truck riding by. Over here they got food trucks and fish trucks. They got food trucks and fish trucks passing out food and stuff, playing music. Look how beautiful that is. Y'all see that? Look at that sun about to set. Look at that sun about to set soon. I'm in Malawi, considered one of the poorest countries in Africa, but yet there are still areas of beauty, areas that are picturesque. And guess what? There's more Caucasian people coming to Africa than black people. All right? There's more Caucasian people coming over here to Africa because they got y'all all scared. They got you scared to visit Africa. They got you thinking Africa is all mud huts and poverty. It was like, oh, I told my relatives 2-3 years ago I was going to Africa. They're like, what the hell are you going to do in Africa? Man, do you not see this? Do you not see this? Nah, I don't think I could zoom on here. Can I? Oh, shoot, you could zoom on TikTok. Look at that. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. I'm going to walk over here at the corner. And let me zoom in real quick. I didn't even know you could zoom on TikTok, so let me do that. Let me zoom. All right. Look how big this house is right here. You see how huge this house is right here? Tell me where in America you could get a house like this under $100,000. I'll wait. It don't exist. It don't exist. It don't exist. But you get this crib in Africa, I bet you get it less than $100,000. I bet you that. And guess what? Once you're done paying it, you don't have to pay no taxes to nobody. Once you're done paying it, you don't got to pay no mortgage to nobody. Somebody told me Bill Gates and his family is already in Africa. Somebody told me that. Somebody said you can't even get a trailer home in the UK in the US for $100K. You see that? You see that? You'll probably find one for like $85K or something like that. So now look at this. Look at this. Let's zoom into the city here. Let's zoom into the city here. All right. My camera is not that perfect. I got a Galaxy S9 Plus. So the camera's okay. Are you and your family planning on relocating permanently? I'm already in Africa. I ain't never going back. Where are you, for a friend? I'm in the heart of Africa. A country called Malawi. Yeah, somebody asked me if I'm planning on visiting or coming back. Listen, I do not want to go back to America. I've only been here 2 months. I'm in Malawi, yes. I'm in Malawi. I've only been here 2 months and I don't want to go back. I'm like, to hell with America. Africa is the business, you understand? Africa is the ish, you understand? Looking beautiful. Looking Libanji. Yeah. So, somebody asked me if I wanted to go back to the States and see how it is. Heck no. Heavens no. Why would I? Dear God, no. Get pulled over by police officers all the time, get harassed all the time, dealing with passive-aggressive racism and open racism, and they keep telling you go back to Africa, man. Yeah, I went back to Africa. I ain't going back. To hell with America. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. For real, though, because... man, my first experience in America with racism was at the age of 14. I was, look, watch this. They over here building a house right here. Okay, it's not finished yet, but look how huge this thing is. Y'all see that? This house in America would cost you $700,000. Okay, I'm telling you straight. Somebody said, how do you make money? Currently, I am living off of donations from my supporters. Currently, I've been looking online for a online gig, you know, and I actually have an interview for an online gig, a remote job that's in the States actually later today. So, you know, I'm going to keep searching and looking because, of course, yeah, another beautiful house behind me, but they're closing the gate. Somebody said possibly 3.5 million. I believe you. You go to places like California, they got places that are really expensive, you know. So my first experience, right, with the reality of America was when I was like 14, 15 years old. So I'm originally from Miami, Florida, for those that are not aware. And I moved with my family to Greensboro, North Carolina for about a year. I was in the ninth grade, I think. Yeah, 14, 15, so ninth grade, right? Shalom to you, Nehemiah. So while I, guess what? K Max said, so you're broke in Africa. Yo, check this out, right? I was asking on my Discord channel, right? I was asking the people that was there how much they was paying for rent. And they was like, oh, we paying 1,200, 1,600, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 for rent, right? And then I said to them, guess how much I'm paying for rent out here in Africa? They said what? $80, $80, $80. They was like, damn, $80, what the hell? Keep playing with me though. Talk about you broke in Africa. My rent is what you spend on you waste your money on basic stuff at the store. Two tanks of gas. No, if you got a truck, that's one tank of gas. So what you pay on one tank of gas, I pay for rent. Somebody said, what city are you in? I think it's called near Mbadwe. I'm near Blantyre. That's what it is, Blantyre. Okay. So what you're spending on for gas, for a little bit of food, for a dinner for two, I'm paying for rent. Okay. So guess what? Once the money situation is a lot better, and I'll be working. Listen, I'm gonna tell you straight, man. I'm gonna tell you straight. I don't sugarcoat nothing, okay? I used to work in the medical field. My ex-wife also used to work in the medical field. We both commute together. With our combined income, it was more than most regular average workers make, okay? I'll say 6 figures plus, so, but guess what? I left the medical field to come to Africa to teach the Bible. So yeah, I may not have a lot of money now, but I'm a lot more well off than y'all in the States. I'll tell you straight. So yeah, let me go back to the story. I was 14 or 15 in North Carolina when I encountered racism for the first time, right? When I encountered racism, it was crazy because I was literally walking from my apartment and I was going to the Circle K to get some, snacks. You 14 years old, you just want to munch on something. You got the munchies, you about to eat something. So I'm going to the store. I get pulled over while walking. You heard of driving while black. Let's talk about walking while black. Walking while black. You understand? No, I go month to month. Somebody asked me, do I pay month for the year? Nah, I go month to month. But guess what? If I chose to, I could literally, hold on a second. If I chose to, right? Yeah, exactly. Stop and frisk. If I chose to, I could literally go back to the States, work for 6 months, come back, pay for my whole rental property for at least 2-3 years and not even worry about it. I'm currently in Malawi. All right, so let me share the story with y'all while I walk. So in North Carolina, Greensboro to be exact, I was literally, check me out, I bring news to the African diaspora. That's the same thing I do, so appreciate you. So, first experience with racism, 14 years old, walk into the Circle K store and get pulled over by the cop. Cop tells me, hey, we heard there was a robbery in the area. So now, I wasn't one of those simple 14-year-olds. I was really smart. I told the cop, I said, hey, you see me with a TV on my back, man?
trees everywhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them about the fruit trees. Hold on, hold
I'm
on.
seeing some fruit.
You seeing fruit trees? Okay, hold on. My wife said to pause and talk about the fruit trees. Okay, look, look, look. Y'all know how, like in America, right? You can't find no fruit trees anywhere. Let me zoom into that. What's that right there?
Okay, now come.
Fruit trees, fruit trees, fruit trees. Y'all see that? So it's not like how in America where you can't find an apple tree to save your life. You can't find a banana tree, a coconut tree, a peach tree to save your life. Only if you're in tropical areas like Florida or certain areas like California where the ground and the soil isn't contaminated, you can find on occasion fruit trees, okay? Somebody said, I am 4 different races. How the hell? 4 people had intercourse? And I'm leaving the U.S., Louisiana. How the hell you 4 different? You mean you got different people in your family? You only got a mommy and a daddy. Whatever, listen, whatever your daddy is, that's what you are. Whatever your daddy is, that's what you are, okay? So, Africa has fruit trees, y'all. Fruit trees, man. I'm telling you. Literally fruit trees, y'all. Why would I go back to America? Explain to me. So, while I was a kid, I get pulled over by the cop. Cop tells me while I'm walking, hey, we heard there was a robbery in the area. I'm like, robbery in the area? Look at this tree right here that got mangoes. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Mango tree. Mango tree. So literally, I'm currently, Lakeisha, I'm currently in Malawi. Okay. So where can you walk and just see trees hanging while you walk, right? And guess what? It's over the fence, meaning what? Our ancestors had laws, right? Where in the Bible, if somebody had fruit trees and the fruit fell to the ground, let's say the fruit fell right here, right? You could pick up the fruit and just eat it. You couldn't get a basket and pick it, but you could still, it's written in the Bible. You understand? So our forefathers had these regulations to help the people where nobody would be in poverty. You see how this right here is hanging right below over the street? Right above the street. Y'all see that? So these right here, once they grow big enough, they'll come down and you'll be able to pluck it and eat it. Okay? Y'all see that? So where in America can you just walk down the road and pick fruit and eat? So even though there's poverty, everybody still can eat. My phone 8%, so I'm gonna finish the story real quick. So long story short, my first encounter with racism in America was at the age of 14 when the cop pulled me over while I was walking, and literally I had to talk sarcastic with him just so he could leave me the hell alone. I told him, look, I'm a minor, I'm 14 years old. If you have anything to ask me, ask my parent right down in this apartment. He's like, oh, we heard there was a robbery in the area. I'm like, you don't see me with no TV on my back or anything like that? That's what I told him. I said, you don't see me with no TV on my back? Then he was like, oh, we got a smart one over here. I said, yeah. Then he drove off and left. You know, that was my first encounter with the Red Lobster. The Krabby Patty, Eurocentric delusionalism. That was my first encounter with that, okay? And I call it delusionalism because we mentally stronger, physically stronger, able to endure great hardships, meaning what? If they went through what our ancestors went through, all of them would have been crazy. And when I say them, I ain't just referring to Caucasian folks. I'm talking about the Arabs, the Chinese, everybody else except melanated people, okay? So you know, that was one out of many experiences in the United Snakes of Babylon where I realized, you know, I need to teach the people who they are and tell them, get the hell out of America. Oh, I forgot to zoom in on this mountain right here. When I told you that the mountains was one out of many, this is another one right here. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? That's one out of many. One out of many, y'all. Mountains everywhere. Okay, so yeah, I appreciate all the love. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the hearts and all the subscribers to the Forefront Radio. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Your support will help go a long way. I want to work on a documentary talking about the 12 tribes of Israel in Africa, and your support will help. What's that? What'd you say?
House.
Oh yeah, check out this house right here. You can't really see all of it, but this is our neighbor. This is our neighbor right here. It's a big house, a big complex. Okay, that's next door to where we're at. Okay. All right, so I'll open the gate so you can see the lawn and everything where we're at. Somebody said you can't beat racism with racism. Hey, wake up and smell the coffee. Just speaking on the reality of our experience in America is not racism. Stop being simple out here. When you get pulled over by the cops and you get mistreated and you share a story about it, that's not racism. People really out here are in their feelings for no reason. You just talk about something, they're like, you're being racist because you're talking about stuff that white people do. Shut up. They always get on my live with this dumb stuff, man. God bless you, Esau. God bless you with the same blessing your ancestors bless my ancestors. Alright, but look, so gated community, got a guard, manicured lawns. This is where I stay. Y'all see that? Manicured lawns. Alright, where's the mud hut at? Where's the mud hut at? I'm waiting. They speaking evil of Africa, right? That's what they do. They say Africa is a shithole country. Ain't that what your former president said? I'm waiting for the mud huts. Manicured lawns. Y'all see that? $80 a month. God bless you, America. $80 a month. God bless you, America. I ain't never going back. All right, y'all. Thank you for listening to the Forefront Radio. I'm in the heart of Africa. Please contribute to the Forefront Radio so we can make documentaries and share with the people. We appreciate you all, even the people that are suffering from Eurocentric delusionalism. We love you all. Peace and blessings. Shalom.